A diplomat was found on a foreign shore. No witnesses, no distress call, no vessel. Declared drowned, but the evidence didn't agree. Dominion Africa issued a Level 1 alert and called one man, Dr. David Alastair King. Pulled from Abuja, David crossed a storm-choked sky, only to realize he wasn't alone. Something followed him. David steadied the controls, forcing the jet back into balance. Breath measured, systems nominal. But nothing about what had just happened was normal. As the storm thinned, the landing zone emerged through the fog. Dark, silent, unannounced. Coordinates confirmed. Clearance granted without record. The DA-9 touched down alone. David exhaled, not relief, but calculation. Whatever had followed him through the sky had let him go, and that meant one thing: the real encounter was waiting on the ground. Something followed him, matched his maneuvers, then vanished without explanation. And as the DA-9 cut through the cloud, David unstrapped and retrieved a matte black weatherproof coat from the overhead compartment. The adaptive fiber lining warmed instantly against the cold seeping through the fuselage. He slipped it on, movement steady and deliberate. The cabin door released with a pressurized click. Wind surged in, salt cold, metallic, carrying the distant churn of the ocean. The rain-slick tarmac reflected the jet's running lights in fractured streaks. "Local authorities have not logged your arrival," the AI informed. "Expected," he replied, voice level, anchored. Someone had killed Liora, or wanted the world to believe she was dead. Someone powerful enough to erase their traces even here, in one of the most surveilled maritime corridors on the planet. Two figures emerged from the fog, dark coats, no insignia, movements controlled to the point of silence. "Dr. King," one said, stopping a pace before him, "we were instructed to receive you." "By whom?" David asked. A brief pause. "The Consulate Security Council." That answer confirmed everything and resolved nothing. If the council was involved, the operation ran deeper, darker, and far more coordinated than any official report would ever admit. "Ambassador Amadi?" David asked, his eyes narrowing. The second operative shifted, almost imperceptibly. Tension rippled through his movement, subtle, but enough for David to register, enough to confirm he wasn't imagining the gaps in their story. "We'll take you to the remains of her vessel." Not her vessel. David's jaw tightened. Emotion remained controlled, unreadable. Every calculation mattered more than reaction. They led him toward a waiting transport, an armored hydro skimmer hovering inches above the black water, engines whispering precision. He stepped aboard, the door sealed with a sharp hiss. Screens lit the cabin, sonar grids, temperature readings, tidal anomalies. One operative handed him a wrist console. "These are the last recorded coordinates before the distress beacon failed." Failed, not activated, David reasoned. He scanned the data. Currents too fast, pressure spikes too precise, no debris drift, no thermal signature. An accident? Improbable. A message, most likely. The skimmer glided through the fog toward open sea. Wind whipped against the hull. The ocean stretched flat, black, reflective, unnervingly calm. David's eyes did not waver. Every anomaly fed his calculations. If Liora had been killed, the North Atlantic Federation was not the only suspect. If she had been erased, someone intended to destabilize Dominion Africa before it could respond. The skimmer slowed. "Approaching the wreck site," the operative said. The ocean ahead lay unnaturally still. No splintered wood, No twisted metal, no trace of the diplomatic vessel. Only darkness, only silence, only the deliberate precision of a cover-up. David exhaled, a flicker of relief. This was not death by chance. This was erasure, and whoever had done it expected him to notice. The hydro-skimmer sliced through the Black Sea, its hull whispering across water too calm to be trusted. Fog clung to the vessel like a living thing, compressing the world into meters. Every sonar ping echoed like a heartbeat, steady, deliberate. David's eyes never left the screens. Currents, pressure anomalies, thermal voids where signatures should have lingered. The wreck site emerged beneath dim floodlights, faint, unreal. No debris, no twisted metal, no signs of impact, just the precise outline of something removed. "They cleaned it," David murmured. One of the operatives shifted beside him. "Cleaned what?" "Everything," David replied. "They didn't want a wreck, they wanted a conclusion." He lowered the whist console, staring into the black water below. Liora Catherine Amati had been declared dead, but the ocean disagreed. She hadn't drowned, she had been taken. Someone wanted the world to witness a death that never occurred. Someone wanted Dominion Africa to flinch, fast and publicly. The skimmer slowed. "Prepare for transit to land," David said. Moments later, a hidden dock emerged from the fog, carved into jagged cliff walls, invisible from any maritime chart. The ramp descended. Wet concrete met David's boots. Cold, briny air struck his face. A convoy waited. Matte black vehicles, no insignia, no license plates, engines humming low, controlled, patient. David paused before boarding. "Where are we heading?" he asked. The operative didn't meet his eyes. "Coordinates lead inland, high security, facility, remote, classified." David nodded once. The vehicles accelerated, hugging narrow roads carved into the cliffside. Rain streaked the windshields like fractured memories. David memorized everything, every ridge, every blind curve, every surveillance blind spot. This route wasn't on any map. After several kilometers, the convoy stopped before a gate that didn't exist until you were already standing in front of it. Electronic locks glowed faintly. A code was entered, too fast to follow. The gate slid open. Beyond it stood a fortress designed to disappear, embedded into stone, its geometry broken deliberately to avoid detection. Lights flickered once, then steadied. David stepped forward. "This file doesn't end here. More truths to be uncovered. Subscribe, like, and share for the next release."